This is 2009 question 11 exam, and it's galvanic cells, so spontaneous reactions. So same as we always do, the polarity of the electrodes shown above, which one of the following would be not expected to occur spontaneously? Okay, so spontaneous reactions are in this pattern on the electrochemical series, and not spontaneous are in that pattern. So we just have to put them in order, and then we can work out which way they go. So the negative electrode in galvanic cells is the anode. So the electrons come from here and go around to there. Okay, so once you've got the direction that your electrons are going, then everything else falls into place. So you're losing electrons from the metal and they're being given to the ions. Okay, so if you write them as the electrochemical series, then the cadmium, Cd, metal, is undergoing oxidation and giving its electrons to the cobalt ions. So they're in that pattern. Okay, and it forms the cobalt metal. But basically you just need to put them in this order, and that's how they will be reacting. So the cobalt, it's losing the electrons, and they give them to these ions. So the one that gets the electrons is the one that's got the higher positive charge, so that it can become the lower positive charge one. So it's lost, this one's lost 3 electrons. If you give it one more, it becomes something that's lost 2 electrons. Alright, so the cobalt metal is losing its electrons and giving it to the Mn3+, and I haven't left enough room here, plus 1 electron to become Mn2+. Okay, so that is getting the electrons from this. They're in the right pattern. Okay, so just all the metals or things that are losing electrons on that side, and all of the things that are getting the electrons. So as long as you know which way the electrons are going, it should be easy. So the one that's not going to work, so let's work through. You've got the cobalt and the cadmium. They're in the right pattern. That'll work. You've got the manganese and the cobalt. They're in the right pattern. You've got the manganese and the cadmium. They're in the right pattern. So the only one that's not in the right pattern is the Mn2+ and the CO, and that's in the wrong pattern. So nothing will happen with those. All right, so it's D.